Good evening, everyone. Susan Campfield here from SueStampfield.com. How are you? Welcome, welcome. Saturday night. And on Saturday night, we get some stamps, ink, and paper and play. You know what? My mic is not plugged in. Hold on. You can probably hear me, but it's probably not the greatest sound. So let's see if we can improve on that. Please let me know if you can see me and hear me. Drop me a comment. Let me know if things are good on your end. All right, my phone is in now. Let's hope that works. Hey, Lisa. Let's check our connections here. I think everything's plugged in. Hey, Susan says she can see me. Yes, excellent, awesome. Hello, hello, good evening. It's Saturday night. Welcome to my stamp room. Come on in, grab a beverage, relax. We're gonna just play. And we are going to do some creative play tonight because I don't really know what the cards are gonna look like. I've got one in mind that we're definitely going to finish. The other, we might just be doing a little creative playing. So thanks for tuning in, everyone. I hope you're having a great weekend. It is hot and sticky here in Minnesota. So seeing a lot of other people where it is quite warm. Hi, Lynn in Australia. What's the weather like in Australia? I'm guessing it's a bit chillier. I think it's morning for you there. So I know it's kind of winter for you guys, although I heard you had a beautiful day yesterday. Yeah, it's, I don't think the temperature is horrible right now. It's 82 degrees, but it's muggy and hard to breathe and all of those things. 102 in Montana. Holy buckets, Lisa. That's crazy. That's crazy hot. Crazy hot. Hi, Beryl in Australia. Sunday at 10:35. Hello from the future. Nice to have you tuning in. Thanks for joining me, everyone. So Stampin' Up has got their big celebration promotion going on. We used to only get celebration in the beginning of the year and here in the United States wintertime, and now we get a second one in what here in the United States is summertime. So super cool. Oh, Susan just got home from a scrapbooking outing. Oh, mass-produced her Christmas cards and Thanksgiving cards. Wow, that's a productive day for sure. Hey, Linda from Australia, thanks for jumping on today, this morning, wherever. So we're going to do some playing tonight with the tree lot dies. The tree lot dies are one of the celebration free choices right now. Now, I want to caution you, celebration is while supplies last. So when items sell out, they're gone. We don't have time to restock. It's only a 2-month promotion, and there's literally not enough time to reorder and get more in before it's all done. So I just want to remind you, 102 in Idaho. Woo! That's just crazy hot. 70 degrees in Oregon. Okay, that's not too bad. That's not too bad. I don't know. I should know the Celsius conversion, and I don't. So anyway, the tree lot dies are free with a qualifying purchase. It's in the United States here, it's a $100 purchase, and you get the tree lot dies for free. Now, the tree lot dies coordinate with a stamp set that is in the mini catalog. I also wanted to let you know that stamp set has been immensely popular because it matches these dies, and it's actually not orderable right now. It's on back order. We're waiting for it to come in. Not a terribly long back order. It's due in the week of July 25th. However, celebration items are while supplies last. So my recommendation is you may want to put in an order with the tree lot dies if you haven't gotten them yet. First, you can always pick up the Trees for Sale stamp set that goes with it later, right? But the dies are only available while supplies last. So just a little heads up on that. I hate for people to miss out on things. So we're going to play with these cool dies. And one of the fun things about the dies is they have a camper in them. So they are, while they can be a Christmas theme, they also can go for other occasions. And my customers have told me that one of the things they struggle with the most are masculine themed cards. And so this would be a potential masculine card, although it doesn't have to be. So here in Minnesota, I know in the summertime, camping is very popular, as well as going up to the cabin in the Northwoods. And the tree lot dies are, I agree with you, super, super versatile. Is that Rose in Lancaster, California? Um, and but also camping is like hugely popular, at least here in the United States. During COVID, a lot of people, because they couldn't travel and go places, they invested in campers. And my sister and her husband got a camper van, and they just go off on their adventures in their camper van and have a ball. So it's very timely stamp set, and so our die set. So let's go ahead and flip the camera and let's take a look at that. I wanted to make sure that those of you that subscribe to my project sheets, that you got your project sheets. They did go out. When did they go out, you guys? What's today? I don't even know what day it is. I think they went out yesterday. It's been a really busy couple days. Maybe it was Thursday. Might have been Thursday. Oh, thank you, Sue Myers. You must have gotten the email. Sue is congratulating me on my title. I put at the bottom of my emails, I always put a personal picture of just kind of what I've been up to and what's been going on. And I had a friend who happened to be at the Stampin' Up! Home office when they were putting my picture up on the wall of the legacy room, which is really cool. I promoted or reinstated actually to the highest title you can achieve as a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. It's called Platinum Elite, because of my fantastic team of Stamp Field Stars demonstrators. They're wonderful. Many of them do this for the discount because smart shoppers like to save money, right? And when you buy the starter kit and become a demonstrator, you get a discount on everything you buy. So, but some are also do what I do, or they do have friends over to stamp, and so they take those people's orders as well. So anyway, I promoted or reinstated to the Platinum Elite title. There's, I think, 36 demonstrators globally that hold that title out of 50,000 plus. So it's kind of a big deal, right? It was very exciting. And then to see my picture go up on the wall, which I normally would have got to see, was super cool. So I was really grateful that friend was able to be there and take that photo. Anyway, let's go ahead and get this party started. So let me grab something. Gotta grab something over here. And I'm gonna flip the camera and we will get started. All right. You're well. Oh, thank you so much. Let's see here. It was actually kind of hard to put that picture because, like, I don't know, it felt like bragging or something. I just felt a little weird, but people have told me they'd like to hear those achievements and whatnot. So I put it up there. So thanks for letting me do that. And thanks for all your kind comments. All right, so we're going to flip this around. What is this? What is this? Well, this is something I keep forgetting to talk about because I have it over at my computer. But this is something that you can get for free right now during celebration. And it is, oh my gosh, you guys, like I have to rub it and touch it because it's just delightful. It feels, I'm sure it's not real leather, it's faux leather, I'm sure. But it's like cushy. It just feels amazing. It feels just like leather, and it's got the gorgeous Stampin' Up! Thingy on it. That's not what it's called, Susan. The floral display. Anyway, this is a planner. And if you decide to purchase the starter kit, you get this for free. Look at the inside. It's petal pink. How perfect is that? So you get this planner. It goes from starts in July of 2022 and goes through December of 2023. I think it goes through December. I only put through next July in here because I could only fit that much. The rest are over on my shelf. And it is, it's awesome. I love planners. I do use my I use my calendar on my phone for my appointments and things, but it's nice for mapping things out. I use these for to-do lists. I'm a list maker, and things like Crafternoon. Oh, top secret, top secret. This Crafternoon is coming up. Got all my measurements there. At least for right now, because I keep changing it up. So I just wanted to mention to you that if you decide to purchase a starter kit during celebration, you get to pick $125 of product of your choice for 99 bucks. And then you're going to get this absolutely gorgeous planner in with your kit, plus the Making Plans stamp set, which works great for this. It also works, for cards. You can do thank you cards with it. You can also do it'd be really cute for scrapbooking as well. And it's even got the Stampin' Up copyright. If you want to sell your Stampin' Up cards, you are supposed to have the copyright on the back. And so that's in there too. And then it's got stickers, and it comes with notebooks. I mean, oh my gosh, super cool, you guys. Okay, let's get that out of the way. And that's only during celebration. So that is a better deal than getting the free stuff, right? Once you sign up, once you get the kit, you can put your own order in, get the discount on it, and still earn the celebration things for free. So, oh, thank you, Jennifer. She says, don't feel weird about sharing my achievement. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate it. I'd like you guys to celebrate with me too. That is awesome. So thank you. All right, let's talk about these dies. Okay, so yeah. Okay. Crafternoon is coming, guys. Like, it's this Wednesday. Crafternoon is coming, and I have those of you that placed a qualifying order last month. The packets were sent out last week. Most of you, I think, have received them by now. If you haven't, they're coming. Don't worry, they are coming. And I'm super excited about this fold, and I'm in the process of writing the tutorial for the main card and then creating all of the alternatives, which is super, super fun. All right, let's talk about the tree lot dies. And I didn't even get them all off of the card and onto my magnet. Now, I purchased these magnet sheets. I get them from a company here in Minnesota called Stampin' Storage. They do sell online. You don't have to be in Minnesota to purchase from them. And I like these for storing my dies, especially a huge, massive, whopping die set like this one. Trees are so cute, aren't they? And then we have, let's bring in the stamp set. Now, as I said, the stamp set is currently not orderable. It is due in July 25th. You don't have to wait to get the dies. You can go ahead and get the dies for free with a $100 order and pick this up later, or you can, take your chances and wait. We have the little banner here, like you're doing a birthday camper birthday card. This string of lights cuts out the string of lights, as you may have probably figured out. These are the other part of the trees. It is I don't know, can I call it a two-step die process? I think I could. Sure, why not? That makes sense to my brain. All right, you guys have to move up. Look how many free dies you get, you guys. It's crazy. Like, what a deal. What a deal. All right, we got those all fit in there. I love the dog. I have whippets, and they kind of look like this. They have a pointy nose. Their tail's a little bit skinnier, but close enough, right? So I knew I had to get that. This is a pole. Here's the pole right here. This die cuts out the pole, or you can not stamp it and just die cut a brown pole. And that's to hold up the lights, because they can't just like be hanging in midair, right? I'm running out of room. And then these three dies are for the tree base. So if you are going to kind of go with a tree lot theme, you've got your little tree bases that you could stamp and put on there. Oh, thanks for all the congratulations, you guys. That's so sweet of you. And And then here we have the sign for the trees for sale. So that cuts that out. I'm running out of room, you guys. Holy cow. Here we've got some stars. And I need to tell you about the dies that I already had off here. And here we have some pieces of wood. Come on. Come on. Do you see those pieces of wood? Now, I don't know what they're for. Does anyone know what these are for? Oh, you know what? They're trunks for the trees. Duh, Susan. Oh my gosh. Okay. Tree trunks in varying sizes to go with our large, medium, and small tree. Oh boy. And then, of course, we have the camper right here. This is a detail to if you want your camper to be two-toned, and it embosses the lines on there. We have the wreath and the bow, and we have this. This is a little curtain for your camper. Here we have another little tree base and a little tree, and then these are actually the pine needles for that little tree. We're going to start with this. Believe it or not, we're going to start with this. Let's see what that looks like. I'm going to grab my handy dandy mini embossing machine, and I'm going to drop a few things. Bear with me. A bonfire. You know, that is true. You could absolutely have these be logs for a fire. Good point, Susan. Very good point. So I'm going to die cut here. I'm going to put the number 1 platform in, and then it tells me right on here that I need the number 1 plate and then 2 of the number 2 plates. Those are those clear ones. I have one that's all scarred up and cut up, and it's perfect to be cut up some more. So I'm going to put pieces of paper that are way bigger than I need on here because I just grabbed them out of my scraps, right? Oh, thank you, Karen. Thanks so much. Christmas in July here. Yes, it is, Nancy. It's Christmas in July. And so we're going to take this die, which has this sort of branch and the little tree base. We're going to pop that on there, and then we're going to take these 2 dies right here and put them onto the piece of evening evergreen that I have here. So I've got soft suede and evening evergreen. Put my top plate on, and I'm going to send this through. Now, for best results with your little mini machine here, it is a good idea to just stagger your plates a little bit. Mine were not very staggered, but these are really little dies, so it doesn't take much to send them through. If you're dealing with a bigger die, you might want to stagger the plates a little bit. All right, we're going to grab our little tree here. So let's talk Christmas movies. We're doing a little Christmas in July action here. Why don't you shout out in the comments? Let me know what some of your favorite Christmas movies are or Christmas shows. This card reminds me of a Christmas show that I loved as a child, and it is still around. And maybe you know which one it is. I'm going to brush off my little pine needles. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hey, I didn't even lose any. That's amazing. All right, so we've got our pieces here. The Grinch, is that one of your favorites? Yeah. What else we got? What else we got for movies? Love Actually. Oh, that's a good one. I love that one too. Charlie Brown Christmas. That's what I was thinking. It's a Wonderful Life. That is my husband's favorite movie. I also love White Christmas. That's one of my favorites, which is way older than I am. It's one of my mom's favorites too. Hold on here. I'm going to grab a scrap paper because we're going to do a little gluing here. All right, so I'm going to sweep all my bits over. I'm hoping I didn't lose anybody. Oh, goodness. All right. So we've got our little base of our tree here. I think it goes the whiter one down. There we go, like that. And then we have this little tiny tree. And I'm going to take my multi-purpose liquid glue, and I'm just going to put a dot of glue at the base of the little tree here and on each little branch. I'm just adding a dot. All right. All right, so I'm going to zoom in. Can you guys see that? Little teeny dots of glue. Yeah, doesn't it look like a Charlie Brown tree? So, yeah, White Christmas is a great movie too. All right, so I'm going to grab my wonderful Take Your Pick tool. And I'm sorry, I'm zoomed up really big here. And at the end of this is this putty tool. And I'm just going to smush the putty onto my tree base and pop that into place. And I'm going to do the same with my little needles, my pine needles here. And I'm just adding them to each little branch. Whoopsie. That one got away from me. I need my, almost used my poker to push it in place. But you know what? I was able to do it with, I just lost one. Oh, here it is. Okay. Whew. I lost one earlier and I could not find it anywhere. And I had to actually cut another one. So we're building a little tree. We are not using the stamp set for this one at all yet. We're just building a little tree here. All right, so there we have, sorry, I was still zoomed up. You might have missed some of that. My apologies. Nice and chilly in Australia. So the nativity story. Oh, I haven't, with Oscar Isaac as Joseph. I haven't seen that one. I have to check that out, Elaine. Elf and Love Actually. Lots of great ones. All right, so there's our little Charlie Brown Christmas tree here. Now I've kind of glued it to the paper a little bit, so I'm just using my Take Your Pick tool to remove it from my paper. And I'm going to zoom out again. We're going to just set this aside. And we're going to take our little mini embossing machine here. And we're going to take plate number 1. And we're going to do some embossing. So one of my favorite embossing folders, and I've been using it like a ton lately. We used it on this card. This is the wintry embossing folders. This is the snowflake version, or the snowflake, not version, the snowflake pattern. Maybe that's the word. And we did it on this card that we made last video. And this 2-pack of embossing folders, the other one is pine needles, pine browse. It always sells out, you guys, every year. So if you don't have this one yet, I would strongly recommend, don't wait till the holidays. Get it ahead of time because it'll probably become not orderable again because it's awesome. All right, so I am doing a 3D embossing folder. So I'm finding my instruction plate that has the 3D embossing folder listed, and that's a dark gray one. So it says I need plate number 1, which I have, the embossing folder with the paper, and then plate number 4, which is this one. So we're going to pop that on and we're going to send that through our little embossing machine here. I might be shaking the camera. I do apologize. It is hooked to my desk and that's where I'm working. So we've got our embossed piece here. So this piece is 4 1/4 by 3. And I have another piece here that is 4 3/8 by 3 1/8. So it's just big enough to give me a little bit of a red border there. And I'm going to take my oh, you just got your take your pick tool, Judy? Oh, you can't believe how big around it is. Well, the putty part is not super big, but this part is good sized. And this is teeny tiny. Now, in your take your pick tool, you can flip around and take your pick of which tool you want. I like the pokey one. A lot of people like this flat one for scooping up your embellishments off of the paper. So I just refilled this adhesive. I had to get it going here a little bit. Fresh seal, yay. So I'm going to adhere this to our panel. There we go. I think I got that pretty even. And then I'm going to take my tree and attach it. Now I could attach it. I could actually use a glue dot on the bottom, but the rest of it is going to have to be multi-purpose liquid glue because it is pretty tiny. So I'm just going to do the glue. Just putting on a dot is a lot, right? What's the quote again? A lake is a mistake, a dot is a lot, and a thin line is just fine. And don't flip it over upside down on your desk like I just did. It's okay. We'll just wipe that off. And so we're going to pop our little Charlie Brown tree here. The base of the snowfall. And we're going to grab our card base here and we can put it on our card. I'm going to ask you, should we pop this panel up on dimensionals or should we adhere it flat? So let me know your thoughts on that. And then we're going to stamp a greeting. We can use the greeting from the stamp set that says Christmas greetings. Or we can use this beautiful Brightest Glow stamp set and do Merry Christmas. So I've got two questions. Should I use dimensionals or leave it flat? And I see one flat, one dimensional. I know the little tree is so cute. Another flat. You know what? I agree with you. Let's do it flat and we can pop up the greeting maybe. How about that? So which greeting should we use? Merry Christmas with this beautiful font or Christmas greetings? Let me know your thoughts on that. And I'll go ahead and adhere this flat. Got my dimensional fans here. Woohoo! Shout out to my dimensional fans. I know I'm all about the dimensionals. But we'll do this one flat. We'll pop something else up. No worries. All right, I managed to get something on my, am I bleeding? I hate that when I get a paper cut and then bleed on my cards. It's the worst. I don't mind about the paper cut, but I'm like, protect my card, right? There we go. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Okay, we're all on board with the Merry Christmas. And it's so pretty. I haven't even gotten my labels on here. So, yeah, don't even have my label on. Oh, you know what? I should put my label on or I'm going to get it crooked. We don't want any crooked greetings, right? And I'm sure I've showed this before, but some of you might not have seen it. Oh, come on. Where's the block? Okay, it'll fit on that one. Oh, that is a really dirty block. Okay, this one's slightly cleaner. Oh, golly. Okay, so I take my label. I know I showed this before, but some of you might be watching for the first time and maybe haven't seen this trick. This was a real eye-opener for me. So I'm just going to put my label on my block, and I'm going to pull off the backing pieces. All right, so now I have a sticky label on a block, and I'm going to flip my stamp over, and this way, I'm going to move it down, you guys, because I can't, you can see, but I can't. I'm going to hover the stamp right over the back of the stamp and I can see exactly where the edges are and I can get it lined up. Yeah, pretty good. Let's see how I did. I was looking through the camera instead of looking with my eyes. So we'll see how I did. But that's my favorite way to get the labels on. So, you know, paper got two sides, right? If I get it a little crooked, I can always flip it over, right? So I have a piece of basic white here. I don't even know the dimensions. I can give them to you just in a moment here. Okay, totally crooked. Oh, there we go. Got it. All right, so that can go right on our card right here. And I think we should pop that up. I'm going to zoom out, Sue, a little bit. So I'm going to pop that up with dimensionals. And there we have a Charlie Brown Christmas card. So fun. So many fond memories of this show. This one and the Grinch, we always, well, we watched all of them. We watched all of them. Sometimes my husband and I will start singing that Abominable Snowman song from one of the other ones. All right, so there we have our Charlie Brown Christmas card. So, Susan's reorganizing her craft area while she's watching. Susan, can you come over here when you're done and help me? Because I got a mess. All right, I would be too embarrassed to even let you in because it is so bad. And you know what? It's Crafternoon week, so it's not going to get any better anytime soon. But there is our adorable little Charlie Brown tree card. So cute. And just makes my heart all warm and fuzzy. And hopefully it will do the same for the recipient, right? And then you can do one of the other greetings on the inside, like may the peace of the season light your world and may your new year be the brightest. Really fun. If you wanted to get fancy, you could put red rhinestones on the tree and decorate it. Lots of fun options there. So you could also do, I thought about putting I'm sorry, I'm reading the comments. I'm getting distracted here. Joe needs a cleaner craft table. Yeah. I hear you, Joe. I don't know. Embossing folder was like pine. Anyone know? So the other folder that's part of this set. Oh, I thought I had it over here. Hang on, let me grab it. Well, that's not it. Hold on. Well, I can't find it. I just used, oh, that's why, because I set the machine on top of it. I did have it over here. So this is the other one that comes with the snowflakes. Is this the one that you are thinking of? Somebody was asking about Debbie Spicer. There's other options too, but this is one that comes to mind that's like pine. So this is our little card, and we're going to do, I shouldn't say little card, it's a full-size card, but let's grab, let's play with the camper. Okay. So, you know what? I feel like this is a hand grenade right here. It is a stamp that is inky with red ink. And it's just wanting to smear on a card somewhere, right? It's like I would lay something on it, and yeah, I'm cleaning it off, you guys. Now I feel a little bit better. You know what? While I'm at it, this other one over here that's got cherry cobbler on it. Yes, it is true that I don't always clean up my stamps. It's true. I hate to admit it, but it's true. True story. All right. Let's bring in our dies again. So we made that whole little card only with the dies. We didn't use the stamp set that isn't available right now. We used this die right here and those two dies. So that's how we made that card. We're going to play with the camper. And I'm debating a bit about a color for our camper. because we have some designer series paper that is called He's the Man. And it has this, it has some camping type things. Debbie, wintry 3D embossing folders. Yes, that the one I'm using today. Exactly right. So this this paper is part of the He's the Man designer series paper, and there's a he's all that stamp set. But this one has a camper that looks almost identical to this camper here. And somebody, when you're a demonstrator, there is a Facebook group that Stampin' Up facilitates called Demonstrator Planning Place, and people post their creative ideas on Demo Planning Place. And some clever person took the, I don't know, I might have used all mine up. Hang on, let me look. Let me look in the dies. Okay, let's grab our, yeah, I think I'm going to use both of them actually. Okay, so let me grab the, I think I used one and I think my son used one for my husband's Father's Day card when he was making that. So in one of our previous Crafternoons, and those that are, if you're joining me for the first time, every month I do an event called Crafternoon, and I create a fun fold, and then I do that fun fold a whole bunch of different ways to give you creative ideas. This is the Crisscross floating message card. So this this van that comes in the paper, it's actually a pre-printed punch out. You get 2 of them in there, and you can actually, let me grab, I happen to have a trailer here on my desk. Here, I've got a bright red one. You can actually hook up the trailer right to that little van if you're making a special card for someone, and pull the trailer. How fun is that? So this is the Crisscross floating message card, and we did a whole bunch of different versions of that card. I did vertical versions, I did horizontal versions. Somewhere there's another another version with this product, isn't there? I think there is. I don't remember. It's been a while. Here's the this version here. Anyway, this one is available to purchase, the tutorial bundle, if you want to learn how to do that. But this paper would make a great card paired with this particular die from the set, or really a lot of the dies from the set, like the pine trees, would also go really nicely with that. You just ordered the dies today, Betty? Oh yeah, you're going to have a lot of fun. The trees are really cool. So you can do the trees a couple of ways, and let's play with that. I'm going to grab some paper. Because paper is handy. We're going to use Evening Evergreen. And these trees are a 2-step die. So I would like your opinion. We're gonna make the detail part of the tree Evening Evergreen. Should we make the solid part of the tree for the 2-step tree? Should we make it be this color? Hang on. Which is the soft succulent color, which is the color in that paper. Or should we make it sparkly? This is the Glimmer paper from the mini catalog, and it's also Evening Evergreen. So let me know if you want to go with the soft or the sparkle. Succulent's too hard to type. Soft or sparkle. Let me know which way we should go there. And while you're debating that, I'm going to go ahead and got a couple sparkle fans. I've got some soft succulent fans. while you're deciding on that, let's go ahead and get these detail portions cut out. Now you could always put adhesive sheets on these, and then that makes them really easy to adhere. Since we're winging it here with our colors, I don't have adhesive sheets on these. I'm going to go old school and use my multi-purpose liquid glue. I'm sorry, I keep bumping the camera. I'm so sorry about that. Annoying, Susan. Stop doing that. Okay. You know what I really want to do? I really want to stamp a dog inside the Charlie Brown card, but I'm resisting. All right, so that's what the tree looks like. We can take your pick tool with the die brush attachment, and we can clean out all those little bits out of our tree. Okay, there we go. One more. Boink. All right, so that's cleaned out. Let's grab the other two and do the same thing. All right, what did we decide? Oh, Betty said she saw someone today did that tree with white sparkle. Oh, that would be like snow, right? That would be gorgeous. That's a great idea. We're kind of doing a camping theme here, so let's go summer trees, but they can be sparkly, right? Can they be sparkly? All right, let's poke these guys out. I need to use my brush. I need to empty off my thing. Don't worry, I didn't dump it on the floor. I got a trash can over here. It's not that I have I have been known to dump things on the floor, but I didn't. All right, it looks like this one did not cut all the way, almost all the way. But sometimes with these really detailed dies, sometimes it's a good idea to go through twice. This one piece, I don't think cut all the way. Cut part of the way, but not all the way. All right, let me pull these guys off here. And see if we can fix it. All right, so I'm going to grab this die and I'm going to just load this right back in there, pushing down to make sure it doesn't move. This doesn't always work. Sometimes they slip right out, but we'll try it, see if we can get that cut. You can always just go through twice and, whoa, things are flying, things are popping. Where'd my tree go? It jumped right off the thing. There we go, popped right out. Okay, so sometimes you can just go forward and back and then you can get all those little bits out. Got one more here that's just being stubborn. It was cut, it just didn't want to come out. All right. You could have the dog drag another tiny tree on the inside of the Charlie Brown card. That's a fun idea. That's a good point, Betty. Betty's reminding us that the Evening Evergreen is an in color, so we can enjoy it for until next April, and then it will be retiring. So you've got a few months to stock up on that one before you say farewell to it. So I believe that the sparkle was the winner here. And I didn't measure, I just cut a chunk. And I'm hoping I cut it big enough. Oh yeah, we're good. So we're gonna pop our trees on here. We're gonna make some pretty Christmas trees. All right. So let's spread these out just a little bit. They're hopping around on me. Oh, come on now. We got happy little Christmas trees here. All right, let's crank those through. Make sure nobody's going to move on me. All right. Now, these type of dies that are an outline die, for lack of better, versus a detailed die, these cut very easily. It's the detailed ones that, as you can imagine, there's just a lot of pieces to be cut. So these you don't have to go forward and back. All right, how we doing? Should we see what we think here when we match up the trees together? You know what? It's almost hard to see the detail. It is gorgeous. It's just subtle, right? Hold on, I'm curious now. I'm going to see if we don't decide we like the soft succulent better. We're going to try both. See what we think. I think it would be pretty to do the tree. Ooh, all right, you guys. What if we did the tree in white? I think it's too dark too, but what if we did the outline in white? Like snow on the branches. Should we try that? Just for the heck of it? Because we can. Hold on. You would think I'd have a lot of white around here, white cardstock at the ready. In fact, shout out to my Stamp Field Stars team members. We have a special Facebook group, and we were having a discussion about whether they use white or vanilla cardstock more. And a lot of people prefer white cardstock. A lot of our designer series paper have white as the accent. So, you know, that kind of, if you're matching the paper, of course, you're going to go with what matches the paper. So that was part of the reasoning for that. And then others, sorry, I got to get this going here. There we go. Said they use vanilla for, you know, fall seasonal things. So also for Thanksgiving cards. All right, so got that crank through. Now, again, this is super detailed. So I'm going to flip the whole business around and I'm going to send it through again just to make sure that everything cut. And I flipped it around so that I'm hitting different parts of the roller. This is a little machine with a little roller. Does a great job, but let's see what these look like. We're just playing tonight, you guys. I hope you're not like, where's the card? When's it going to be done? We're just going to play because it's fun, right? All right, so here is the white tree. On the glimmer paper. Really pretty, right? Really pretty. Oh, Kathy's got to run. She's got to watch the replay later. That's okay. It'll be here. All right. So, woo. All right, we're popping that off. And let me know what you think in the comments about the tree here. Oops. All right, I'm cheating and I'm not using my die brush tool. All right, I lost a tree. Oh, here it is. I can lose anything, especially on a video. All right. Is it midnight yet? What time is it? Okay. All right. We've only got a few more minutes. My family, I have not fed them yet. Again. Hey, we had important things to do here. They can wait, right? All right. We're having chicken breasts on the grill, stovetop stuffing, and fresh green beans for dinner. All right, so here we've got our trees with snow on them. Here we have our just outline trees. And we can make a whole forest here, you guys. All right. But I wanted to get to the camper van because I want to give you some tips. So let's do that. I'm just going to crank this through really quick with some soft succulent trees. And then let's talk the camper. And I've already got some cut, so I think we'll just go with those. And we may not be doing finished cards for the camper. We might just be looking at the die, and then I will finish the card after the video and post it in our Sue Stampfield Facebook group. Anyone is welcome to join the Sue Stampfield Facebook group. Just go on Facebook and search for Sue Stampfield Facebook group and pop in your request, and I will add you in. All right, so let's see what these look like. These are the soft succulent trees with the evening evergreen on top. So many options, right? Super fun. All right, so there's our little bit of play with our trees. Stay tuned for what those are going to look like. And let's talk about this camper. So put this aside and let's do our camper. Okay, so this camper die here, funny how nothing will fit now. This is the camper die, and then this is the detail. So let me show you what that looks like when it's cut out. So here's the camper done in the red. And then here is this detail. It actually cuts two pieces when you send it through. So it cuts, I've got my brushed silver here, and it cuts the kind of the detail portion of the little camper, like so. Now the camper, because it's all one die, the wheel is red. So here's, that bugged me because, you know, wheels aren't usually red. So here's my way of fixing that. I'm actually going to take my snips and I am cutting the wheel off completely. Chop. It's gone. And then I had a little tiny scrap of black, and I cut just a portion of the die. You can see how tiny my paper was. It's just a little piece. And I was really just after the tire and then a little bit above the tire so that I could stick the tire onto the little camper. But before I stick it on, a hubcap is not black typically. So you would probably say that silver would be the appropriate color for a hubcap, but ours is going to be red. And ours is going to be red because when I cut this out, it cut out the little window in the door, and it gave me a red circle. Here's my sticky stuff here. It gave me a red circle that makes a perfect hubcap. It's just perfect size. I don't know if that was their intent, but it certainly does the job. So I'm going to add a little bit of glue there and a little bit of glue up here. And we're going to take our putty end here and just smush it on there and pick up our hubcap and pop it on. Now, part of that hubcap is going to go above and not show, and just a little bit is going to show. And so I'm going to put my tire on my van here. All right, so we've got our tire with our little red hubcap on there. You certainly could cut one of these in silver and use a silver hubcap if you prefer. And so we've got our silver that we can add on there, or we can also do a different color. We could do early espresso here. We could do evening evergreen, have it be a real Christmas camper. And then there is a die right here. This die right here is a little curtain for the window of the camper van, so you can kind of decorate your camper van. I'm thinking for this one, I'm thinking the silver. I hope you guys are in agreement with me on that. And we're going to go ahead and put some multi-purpose glue on the back of that for piecing together these intricate building kind of dies. The multi-purpose liquid glue is just really great. Really great for this. All right, so I'm going to grab that, flip that over, and pop it on. And flip this one over and pop it on. Right there. So that you've got this cute little camper van. Now you can put vellum or window sheets in the windows. You also can put, let me see if I have it here. Hold on. It's disappeared. But when you cut out another camper van, you can save the white piece that comes out and put that in for the window, or you could do it in gray or whatever color you want. If you don't want the background to show behind. I hope that makes sense. The silver does make it look kind of retro, doesn't it? Kind of flashy, isn't it? Yeah. And then here's one that I did in white. I haven't, this one could be a white wall tire. So I can put the white hubcap on there and just put the tire on. I haven't done that yet. And this one has the curtain in the window. And this set even has an adorable little wreath so that you could make it a Christmassy type of camper van if you're doing a Christmas card. For this one, I probably will go with the red and add that in. I got to do my tire though, you guys. Let's see. I got a little piece. Well, this isn't little. I've got a big piece of basic black here. I'm going to quickly cut a tire and we will end our video here, and I will build these into cards and post them in our Facebook group. Okay. Simply because we are running out of time. All right. You know what? I don't need the whole thing. I only need part of it, right? So I'm going to put it way over here. Actually, I think I'd be better suited to send it through this way. Let's see. Can get it to grab. There it goes. All right. So just wanted to give you some ideas for our little camper van and how to build it, or I should say little camper, not camper van, camper. And I don't need any of this part. I just really am after that tire. Aha. I found my white circle from my white camper here. So we can pop that onto our tire and do that the same way. You can also just leave the tire white. It doesn't have to be actual, realistic, right? I've got a couple sample cards here I can show you in just a moment using this that I got in a swap. Oh, there we go. I moved it because it wasn't dry yet. Let me slide it back into place. There we go. All right, so I think that's going to stick. Okay. All right. I'm going to cut my wheel off and add it on here. Cute. So cute. And then we'll add in our, I guess you could call this paneling maybe. Do you remember the old wood-sided station wagons back in the day? I'm dating myself here. The surfers used to have. All right. Not a lot of surfers in the Midwest here, but. All right, let's add that in and we'll just add our top. Now this one has that little red curtain, so the red siding looks really cute. You know what? I just glued it on backwards. There we go. All right, so we've got our little camper there, and we can even add a little wreath on our camper if we want to make it Christmassy. So I'm going to set that aside. I'm going to show you a couple cards really quick, and then we'll call it a night. So this first one is from demonstrator Amy Rich, and she used the Trees for Sale stamps here, and then did her little Christmassy camper with the wreath, and the wreath goes, she put it right over that window, which is super cute. And then she did put cardstock behind that fills in the window, has a little curtain there. This one is by demonstrator Joanne Bockerman, I believe it is. Yep, Joanne Bockerman. And so she used the He's the Man Designer Series paper, and she actually stamped the trees and then die cut them out. Just the solid part, didn't add the detail portion. And then she did her camper just in Sahara sand, didn't mess with the tire, and she did add some vellum in the window. And she actually used the fern embossing folder behind here, which is kind of fun. And then this one, who made this one? This one does not have a name on it. Shoot, so cute. She used the timber embossing folder for the background. She used Mossy Meadow paired with the evening evergreen for the trees, which is really cute. Also did a white and red little camper. And then I don't know if you can see it in there, but she's got vellum in the windows, and the dog is in the camper. Cute. And then this one is by Becky Edson. And so she added the light string and even has some rhinestones on the light string to make them sparkle. So there's a few options for you. Once again, here is our little Charlie Brown Christmas tree card that we made tonight. And then we have some parts and pieces here that Susan needs to get to work on and make some cute cards. So stay tuned. Coming soon. I've got lots of fun things to play with here to build into some cards. So I'm going to flip the camera and say good. It does remind me of an Airstream camera, Joe. I know exactly what you mean. I think especially if you do the silver, because I think the Airstream usually are silver, and they got the rounded edges like that. So you like the light to dark trees on the first card. Okay, good to know. The Brady Bunch had a wood paneled station wagon. It was so cool. The Brady Bunch was cool, right? I loved that show. All right, everybody, wreath around the window. Okay, good tip. Thank you. Thanks for hanging out with me. Thanks for creating, doing a little fun step one here of creating some pieces that we can now turn into amazing cards. So take care, everyone. Thanks again for your input on what we made and help me design these cards. Quick reminder, if you're not currently subscribed to my emails, that's where the project sheets come out. And so coming up in our next email, which will be this coming week, will be the faux stepfold card. So that project sheet will be in there. So you can go to SueStampfield.com, click on subscribe, and subscribe to the newsletter to get the project sheets. Crafternoon is taking place this Wednesday, the 20th at 3 p.m. Central Time. That will be here on my YouTube channel, also over in Sue Stampfield, also my Susan Campfield Independent Demonstrator Facebook page. Wherever you can join, you can always get watch the replay too if you can't join us live. And I'm so excited. I have a new fun fold to share with you that I am really excited about. And I think there might have to be some tree lot dies happening on one of my alternatives. So take care, everyone. Thanks for hanging out to me, and have a great rest of your weekend. I hope you get a little time to do some creative play too. Take care, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.